Hi, my name is Seth. I work as a producer under the name Velvet Year. I make videos to help independent artists, and today I'm going to be talking about vanity metrics. This is probably going to be the most controversial video that I've made so far. I see a lot of artists putting effort towards these vanity metrics. And just to be clear, I define vanity metrics as numbers that are big, that look cool, but don't actually do anything for your career. They don't actually move the needle forward in your business. So I figure for transparency's sake, I might as well put my flag in the ground where I stand on these different topics. I'm going to very quickly run down 3 things that I see a lot of indie artists focusing on that I really don't think they should be, and 3 metrics that I think you should be focusing on. First up, we have the vanity metrics, the things that don't really matter. First one, Spotify stream numbers. Unless you are a larger artist who's bringing in about 100,000 streams a song, Spotify streaming numbers don't really matter that much. Because the reality is, unless you are bringing in a large number of streams already, Spotify and other similar numbers are most likely not giving you a lot of income. And I see a lot of people spending a lot of money on like playlist promotions and things like that. If I can get my song to those high level of streaming numbers, then I will make money back. But the reality is, from a business standpoint, the money that you spend on playlist promotions is pretty much always higher than the amount of money that you eventually make back. You're not just looking at how much money comes in, you're looking at profit. How much money have you spent and how much money have you gotten back in return? And most of the times I see people spending money on playlist promotions and they never really get that money back. If anything, they're kind of in the red. They impress a lot of people and they look really cool, but they don't really do much for you. Second vanity metric is Instagram likes and followers. I already talked about this in one of my social media videos. I'll link to it here right now. But Instagram followers and likes are the definition of vanity metrics. It's not like YouTube where you have subscribers that you can eventually use to monetize a channel. There's literally no way to directly monetize in Instagram. I see some people talk about how you can get brand deals, sponsored posts, but then you have to look at the opportunity cost. How much time do you have to spend on your Instagram to get it to that level where brands and people are reaching out to you to the point where you make a substantial amount of money from it? That's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. And the reality is you could probably put that effort and time towards something else that would make 10 times the amount of profit, and you could actually make a sustainable business from it. So you can't really get anything on Instagram from the money side of it. But then I see a lot of people say, well, you can grow your fan base on Instagram, which I do believe is true, but I feel like a lot of people overlook the fact that Instagram followers are not one-to-one your fans. At least not all of them are. The reason that I don't like it when people send me DMs after I like their page with these automated responses like, hey, check out our new album, is because I just followed your page or liked your post. I am not your fan because of that. Just because people follow you on Instagram does not mean they are fans who are dedicated to your career. So don't put that much effort in trying to get more people who are not committed to you. The third thing I see people focusing on right now way too much are blog articles. This is probably the one that I'm the loosest on. I might be willing to find a middle ground for this one, but I would still argue that for the most part, getting your music featured on music blogs is not super important. I see so many people going to places like Submit Hub and spending a lot of money trying to get their music on these different blogs. And here's why I say that for the most part, that's not right for a lot of people. The goal of music promotion should be you have this thing, it's special and unique, and you're trying to get it in front of as many eyeballs as possible, but not just any eyeballs. You're trying to get it in front of the eyeballs of people who would resonate with this kind of music. You're trying to find like-minded people. Now, answer me this question. If you were to create a customer avatar for the kind of person who listens to your music, customer avatar would be something like age, hobbies, location, and you were to just build a profile of the kind of person who would listen to the kind of music that you make, would that person be the kind of person who's spending a lot of time reading music blogs? Most likely not, because what I see just as an observer is a majority of the people who read music blogs on a regular basis are either A, people who run music blogs, or B, musicians who want to get their music featured on music blogs. Again, I'm not saying that these are bad, I'm just saying I feel like you could put your effort towards something more useful. So now I'm going to talk about metrics that actually matter. 1, people on your mailing list. The reason why I get annoyed at people on Instagram Instagram who send DMs to people after liking their post or following their page is because they are treating people on Instagram as if they are people on their newsletter. So why not just start a newsletter? People who actually sign up for an email list are actually your fans. Nobody who signs up for your email list is going to be a casual fan. These are people who have seeked you out and want to be updated on things that you are doing. Your newsletter is going to be a far more effective way to show new things that you're doing to people who care about your music because it will be directly to them. Also, you won't be annoying people who don't care about your music. You'll just be focusing solely on the group of people that really like your stuff. The second metric you should be paying attention to is profit. Now, let me clarify that profit is not the amount of money that comes in from your music. That's income. Profit is simply how much money did I start out with and how much money do I have now? The bottom line is, what are you doing that's profitable? Profit is determined by things like royalties, merch sales, ticket sales. The reason why I say Spotify metrics don't matter that much is they don't actually bring in that much profit. But if you have a custom printer in your town and you get them to make like 10 hoodies and it costs you $10 to make each hoodie and you sell them for $30, you've already far surpassed any amount of income or profit that you would have gotten from Spotify. And the third number that really matters is the number of conversations and connections you're having per day. How are you networking and connecting with people? I recently got to produce a couple songs for my friend A-Tran, and when she released those singles, she physically sent out a bunch of these like cool little pieces of artwork to a bunch of people, friends and family, people who liked her music. They have really cool artwork. The lyrics are in like this cool typewriter font on the back, and she did this for both of the singles that she released. And that is such a smart thing to do because she's making connections with the people who like her music. So many people are focused on trying to grow their fan base, get more fans, when in reality, you should be taking care of the people who are already fans of your music. If you have some people in your comment section that you notice are kind of always there, DM them and have a normal conversation with them. Don't try to pitch them on anything, just like have a normal conversation. Strengthen the connections you already have with people, because the amount of people that you have genuine, awesome connections with is way more valuable than any blog post. And I think that's the end of my notes. And clarification, for those vanity metrics I talked about, I'm not saying don't worry about growing them at all. I just don't want people to use those as their factors for determining success. I want to start releasing my own music again soon, and I am gonna set aside a little bit of a budget for Instagram ads. I might do some Submit Hub stuff, but I'm gonna try to make that like 20% of what I do. The other 80% is going to be focusing on the things that actually matter. Just because a lot of musicians are focusing on all of these different aspects doesn't mean that that needs to be where a majority of your attention goes. And yeah, that's it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like down below so that I can see what videos you guys find more useful. If you have a specific question, please leave it in the comments down below. I would love to do a video on it. I do one of these videos every Tuesday, so if you like this kind of content, please hit subscribe and hit the bell icon. I also just started a newsletter where I write articles for independent songwriters and artists, where I talk about the music business, artistic self-development and mental health, songwriting tips, productivity for creatives, and a lot more. Link is in the description. Have a great day. Now go make something cool.